Yeah, please tell me about yourself.
Okay, I'm Sandeep Sadev. I'm basically from Kerala actually. So currently I'm working in Tech Mahindra. So there I've been working as a senior Java developer for past 2 years. Before that, I've been working in some tech business solution, and before that actually I've been working in Ospin technology. So the current project I'm working for a banking client, and the previous project also is a banking client actually. And my first project is actually from Ospin Technology. It's a ORM application. So and about my qualification, I'm an MC graduate, completed from Government Engineering College, Kottayam. So yeah, I
Okay,
have
that's
total
it.
years
That's
of
it.
yeah.
Oh, sufficient, sufficient. So, technology-wise, you are using Spring
Yes, yes, Spring microservice actually. Yeah.
microservices. Okay. So let's ask about the microservices. The first question: why we are using microservices?
Yeah, because even if I'm considering my application, actually it's a banking side application. So there are multiple services as there, like there are, for example, we are in the process side, like a holiday services, account management services, and there are multiple services there. So for micro, if we have a microservice architecture because
So
it
architecture, what a design pattern of this microservices? Can you give the name of two?
yeah, like circuit breaker is one design pattern, we can say that, and
And
stagger pattern is one.
okay, so circuit breaker, how it
Yeah,
is work?
yeah, circuit breaker actually suppose if I'm saying like we have a multiple services and one services is actually making a service call to other services, and at that time actually that's down. So in a period of time, actually, it's making another call and still that facing the issue. Then there is a circuit breaker functionality is happening, and it's the call. I mean that service itself is dropping, and we have to. I mean,
Okay,
we need to.
okay, right. Uh, so what is initial step of Spring Boot?
One
So
second,
it
my battery is down. One second. Sorry.
okay.
Sorry about that. Actually, hello.
So yes, please. So
Yeah.
next question: how to initiate Spring Boot application and how to it take forward configuration in the component scan and uh, another one is enable auto configuration. So this kind of activity, how it is performed. So what do you take the initial step to performing all these things?
You mean in the Spring Boot application level, how
Yeah,
we can
Spring Boot
starting?
application level. Yes.
Okay. Actually, we multiple way we can starting the application like from the database CLI we can starting the application, or in the IDE side we can start the application in the debug mode or in the normal mode. So, for example, if you are going to in a like root directory and just open the command line, and we can clear. Sorry, we can we can use the keyword like a Java the minus Java. oh sorry, manager actually, and use the corresponding that class that
No, that is okay. You
okay.
you are like that giving the answer related to uh, execution process, right?
Yes, okay,
I
okay.
am asking about the internal processing of configuration,
Oh, okay,
component
okay.
scan, and
Okay.
naval auto configuration. Because of you telling Spring Boot is facilitated to auto configuration,
Yes, yes,
component
yes.
scan, everything do automatically. So how automatically it will do?
Okay.
Suppose
Actually, when we are
suppose you are
okay,
run the application, what basis it will check the initialization and everything will do that. So that things I am asking.
okay. When starting an application, the normally the Spring Boot applications, I mean LOC container is starting the application from the main class that is being annotated with the Spring Boot application. So the Spring Boot application is consist of three annotation, that is component scan, enable auto configuration, and configuration
Got it.
annotations actually.
Okay, got it. Now, next question. You know about scope variable?
ISCO,
Scope variable
ISCO,
in Spring Boot.
no, I don't know.
Prototype, singleton,
Yes,
required.
yes, yes. Yeah, singleton prototype session global session like that actually.
So this is
It said
the scope variable. You are telling I don't know.
I don't get that actually. Yeah.
Okay. So you know, just 1 minute. So a last question to you regarding Spring Boot. You know about profile annotation.
Yes, yes.
So
Profile
what
annotation
it
is
work?
actually yeah. Yeah, profile annotation is normally suppose we have a project which has maintained a dev side and also in the production side or in we can say in a testing side. So there could be some configuration differences for this one, like maybe the database is connecting with the for the dev setup we have a different database and for the production side it's a different database. So we can use a profile annotation so that we can configure in the configuration class the bean. Like for example, if you want to configure a bean class for the database, we can mention a profile where you can specifically mention, like for example, the dev. Then that bean has to be created when the application is starting in a dev environment. So yeah, and for the production side, you can mention
Okay,
like profile of
that's it. You know, in database you have knowledge about.
yes, yes, yes.
So why we are using JPA? What is the main advantage? Because of you are writing the everything in Java, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
why? What is key point of that using?
Yeah, Java persistence API is actually normally used because it's a directly mapping to the that classes itself. Like for example, if you are creating a class that is mapped itself to a corresponding database table, so we have a direct mapping with there actually. And there is also one point is like there is so much built-in methods are there. Like we can directly use like a find by ID, find all yeah, like delete by ID, like that. So many inbuilt methods also there, so that we don't need to write a SQL query to get the data actually. So that is
Okay,
also one goal.
okay. Last question to you regarding suppose you are using JPA and everything you are using, but due to the some reason database performance is showing to slow, and if table has managing 1 million record, so suppose your manager is telling you how to improve it this table performance because of application is stuck due to 1 million users are connected at a once time. So what do you
Okay.
take step? For
One
me
step,
to improve the performance of database table, either you can go with the DB side or you go with the Java side. What process you will follow?
yeah, one thing we can do from the database side is actually like we can when we are structuring a table, we have to uh, I mean we have to properly configure. Like for example, the keys we are configuring there. For example, the primary key, the foreign
No,
keys, the constraints we are adding.
everything is okay. Everything is, all thing is okay. But
Okay,
actually data size is 10 GB in one table.
okay,
So suppose I am searching, I am sorting, I am just taking the data, I am inserting. During that period, I am getting so much time to inserting or retrieving. So this kind of things are happening. You just give short
okay.
answer. If you know, you give. Otherwise, no problem.
Okay. Yeah, indexing is one point we can do, or we can write a procedures also. We can handle this kind of conditions. I mean, inbuilt functions actually. So that is also one point I think we can do. And yeah, like that. And also in the Java side is also
Procedure also, because a procedure also execute the query.
yes, 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 yes.
Okay, so it will take also time, but here need to be take step on table performance. So
One thing we can do is actually yeah.
we have two-way optimized table without using indexing, because of if you're performing transactional asset concept, crude concept, so index is not good solution for that. You can
Okay.
use partitioning, you
Yes, yes,
can
yes. We can use the
use,
partition.
yeah, you can use view also as well.
Yes,
View,
yes.
because
Yeah,
it
partitioning,
is
I know
one
that
more
actually.
table.
Yeah, we can, yes, yes. We can divide the tables in a particular modules and we can do like that actually. And one point I also like to say like a caching is also,
If thereafter performance is not improving, it means they have hardware issue. So here need
okay,
to be increase the memory of the server.
okay.
So
And
that
also
of
one,
things. And Java point, you can manage a caching mechanism. You know the caching
cache, yeah,
mechanism.
caching. Yeah, caching I like to say actually.
So how do
Caching
you
actually,
handle caching? Second level caching.
yeah, the caching, suppose if you are saying like we have a large amount of data, when we are doing some transaction at a point, and that data has to be stored in a caching mechanism. For example, if you are using Elasticsearch, so or the Hazelcast is we are using actually. So for that, actually, we are using the caching mechanism.
Okay.
So,
Got it. No
yes.
problem. So now I'm moving in Java side. So I will ask just to give the accurate answer. Okay. Because of if you are give the accurate answer to me, so definitely you will give the accurate answer to second level of interview.
Okay.
So what exactly you know about encapsulation and abstraction?
Sorry, come again. I didn't get that.
Encapsulation and abstraction.
In calculation,
Encapsulation
encapsulation.
and
Okay.
abstraction.
Abstraction, yeah, and encapsulation is the wrapping of data together in a single unit. We are using the access specifiers for that one. For example, private, public, default, like that only. And abstraction is like a hiding the data in a single unit. Actually, that is known
What
as the
unit is a
abstraction.
real time entity?
For example, abstraction, we can say that abstraction class we are using for the abstraction, and also the interface is also come into the picture for that one actually. Yeah, and yes, yes.
No, I'm asking single unit. You telling about the encapsulation single unit. So how do you give the example of this?
Okay, for example, suppose if you want to access a particular field in a class, so in a method or outside the class, we can restrict it access with the using the private key. sorry, the private access, and also also using the protected public like that. So it access is predefined actually like that. For example, if you want to access in a particular instance, sorry, particular variable or in a method in a class level, then you can use the
So
private key. Private.
you have found any this kind of characteristics in encapsulation?
Sorry.
I'm asking whatever you explaining, you have found these kind of characteristics of encapsulation, means you telling private, protected, public.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
these characteristics are there in encapsulation.
Yes. Private public.
Are you telling only?
Yes. 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 Yeah. I mean, the access specifiers is the one point,
Because
one key point
of
for the encapsulation.
dear, you already explained in definition. If you clear about definition,
Yes. Yes.
you
Yes.
have to clear the concept. Definition is telling only you bind data and method into single unit. That
Yes.
is
Sir.
clear definition about that. Unit is a real-time entity. Real-time entity is a object.
Yes. Yes.
So if you bind data and method into object, that would be a encapsulation. Nothing
Yes.
have anything else.
Okay. Okay.
I'm right or wrong?
Yeah, you are right actually.
Don't give this answer because of this type answer. If you explain, so other person will ask why protected, why are not using public.
Oh.
So you
Oh.
just rounding, you give the answer surrounding yourself only, but you not come in the conclusion because of
Okay.
you are wrong concept,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
right? So you give. If you give, yeah, I can. If any class data and method we bind into the object that sit only. This is the encapsulation.
Okay.
If you binding means that class would be a concrete class, fully implemented class. If you suppose I will ask you the abstraction, what you give the answer?
The abstraction is actually like a it's a, yeah, it's abstracting the internal working of an method or a classes itself.
Hmm?
So only the important, I mean, the functionality only being exposed to the outside actually. Only the internal working is not.
Exposed to outside,
Yes,
right?
yes,
You
yes,
remember
yes.
the definition. What do you give the example?
What do you give the example?
Yeah.
Abstraction. I mean, in the real-time entity you're saying.
No, you give the example.
Yeah, for example, a car working like the internal working we don't know, but
No,
the
car,
basic. I
you
mean,
don't give the answer car. You just give the answer through the program.
oh, okay. For
Because of
example, if we are.
because of car and different thing, this is the writer case. When
Oh,
you are
okay, okay,
writing the book, they are giving the broad scenario. But
okay,
but you not take forward the conclusion point of why he taken this example.
okay.
You take
So the
forward, yeah.
okay. Yeah, for the abstraction, we are gaining the abstraction by using the interface or the abstraction class actually. So where in the abstraction we are defining
So
the abstract.
suppose I will tell you. If you taking interface, so your definition is saying exposing the outside.
Yes, yes.
So outside means outside of interface, yeah, outside of class. This is the definition. So I think this is not exist. I already I have given the scenario to you because
Okay,
of if you have binded data means encapsulation and abstraction both are the complement thing.
okay,
You encapsulated, so encapsulated data you expose the outside of the object. That is the abstraction.
Okay, okay.
You got my point?
Yes, yes, yes. I got
Suppose
it.
your method dot, suppose your object dot method name. This means you is posing the implemented method outside, so you get focus on the output only. So you, if you expose the outside, you get the output only. Simple definition. Nothing have involvement of the interface or abstract class.
Okay, okay.
Got my point?
Yes, yes, I
You
got it.
already telling the correct definition, but you not thought about the definition. That is the problem. You just
Okay.
normal scenario you taking, oh, interface,
Yeah, I
object class.
taking the scenario based story. That is why. Yeah, I will
If you
check
take
on.
the example of car, internal, you already told how it is perform, I don't know. So car engine you definitely engine will generate the force. Force will
Okay.
convert into torque, means that axle is moving, then car is moving. So how generate force? You know because of the car engine is generating the force. So you know only, you feel no like that.
Yes, yes.
So this is that writer why writing this kind of things, because of you can understand about the Java classes how it will perform. But you take the realistic scenario. This is the example, that is the way. But you daily, every day you are doing the coding and everything, but you not focus on the actual point. Okay, no problem. But we have given this answer. Uh, what is the superclass?
Yeah, a class that is inherited by a child class, that is a super class actually.
So name of the superclass,
Lang is one is a super classes actually.
which?
Object is one super class actually.
Okay,
Sorry,
okay,
object.
yes, yes, yes. So now I want to ask you, can be static method override in drive class?
Can static method override
Child class.
static method override in child class? No, we can't override the static method.
Suppose I write same method in parent and child. So I want to compile it. So it will compile or fail.
You mean static method? Both same name with the you're
Yeah,
saying?
everything is same. I
Okay.
put it in parent class and child class. So what happened? It will compile or not?
Mm, yeah, the static method is defined in defined for the class level only. So it will yeah, it will compile actually.
Yes, okay. Because of these are associated with the class, doesn't
Class level only. Yes.
related to extending. Okay,
Yes.
so it will not override. Next question to you: what is difference between? Oh, I will ask one question related to programming because of this is the mandatory case. How to find duplicate characters from string in Java. So this is the this is the question. You write here program. So I am writing here string
Okay.
str is equal to a b b c c d d e. This is the string. How do you find the duplicate characters through the program? Can you write here program? Please write in 5 minutes.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, please do the speed. So if you
Okay.
give this answer, I will forward to you further round.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
Little bit fast you do.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Confusion.